If you do, say hi. Say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. If we haven't met before, my name is Natasha. I'm the face behind this page. I'm an online business owner and mentor, and I teach people worldwide how to start an online business, providing them everything they need to run a successful business online. And as you know, I've been participating in a 10-day Go Live challenge. Today is day 5. And as I said yesterday, today I have a special guest with me. She's one of the coaches in our community, Tina, and she is from the UK. So I'm not going to let you wait any longer. I'm going to invite her on. Let me see. Yes, there she
Hi.
is. Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for inviting me today, Natasha.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you. I mean, we had our monthly meet. I think it was last week or the week before.
Week
I thought
before
I
last,
have
it
to
was, yeah.
invite Tina on my page. She's just perfect, and so many things I resonate with you. There's so many things we have in common. So I thought, oh yes, I'll invite Tina.
Oh, no, it was lovely. Lovely meeting. Lovely meeting you in person as well. I know we chat online, but
Yes.
yeah,
It's
lovely
it's
chatting to you.
strange though because although we see each other in meets or we talk through chats, it's like it's like we've known each other for ages.
I know.
It's really strange. But
Oh, no, it's
anyway,
fab.
yeah. So how's the weather over there in the UK?
It's been chucking it down all day. All day. Normally, I mean, I got up really early this morning because I always walk the dog first thing in the morning. Good 2 hour walk, and couldn't go over the doorstep. In fact, it was him that didn't want to go over the doorstep. He was like, no,
No,
no, no.
you go out there.
Yeah, you go out, I'm staying in.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for coming on with me today. Well, um, share with us, who is Tina? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name's Tina Willis, and I'm from the UK. And up to November 2019, I'd worked in the corporate world for over 25 years. I'm married. I'm a stepmom of 4 and a grandma of 11. And I know we go away every Christmas. But no, I managed to walk away from the corporate world because of this business in 2020. And yeah, I haven't looked back. I'm retired with my husband now, and we just live the life that's ours. It's been amazing.
Fantastic, fantastic. Oh, love that. Oh, love that. I love when people say, they're retired early. Oh, fabulous.
Great,
So
great
we've
feeling,
already,
Natasha.
yeah, we've already got people watching. We have Arlen watching. Hello. And we have
Hi,
Rosemary.
Alan.
We have Rosemary watching. She's in Spain. And I don't know who's watching here. It's a Facebook user. You have to grant Facebook to see to let me see the comments because I can't see her name. So I don't know. Thank you anyway.
Hi, everybody.
So Tina, what made you decide to go into the online space? I mean, it's totally different from the corporate world. I can imagine. So
Yeah,
why
it
the
is.
online space?
Truthfully, I never knew about this business, and I never really knew about the online space as such, except for scrolling through Facebook as you
Mhm.
do. But I'd been in the corporate world, as I say, for over 25 years, and I was sales right across the UK. So I'd be out early morning, I'd come back late at night, and I never saw it coming. But one day I basically had a meltdown on the way home from work and was driving at the time, so it was quite scary. And I just burst into tears and couldn't stop. And basically, the job had burnt me out. I hardly ever saw my husband. We were like ships that pass in the night. Hardly ever saw my kids. And I had to make a decision. I was off sick for quite a while. And I needed to do something else. But the scary bit was I was 57, Natasha. I'd been in sales all my life. I didn't know anything else. What the hell was I going to do? Um, and then this one particular day, after I started getting myself better mentally, physically, I saw an ad. And trust me, I am the most skeptical person whatsoever, or I used to be. But I kept going back to this advert on social media, and it was about starting your own line business, being able to work from anywhere, taking the business with you, full training. And it was quite funny because my husband was watching football at the time, and I'm nudging him, giving him, Dave, just look at this, look at this. And he's going, what? But he's got his eye on the football and he's like, leave me alone sort of thing. I said, do you think I should register? And in the end, he got that annoyed with me. He said, do me a favor, just register. So I did. And I watched that free webinar, and the rest is history. And yeah, it enabled me to walk away in 2020. So we lived in Africa for 7 months of our life. We've bought a holiday home now in Wales. We travel, we do whatever we want to do, and I take my business with me.
Fabulous! Oh my gosh! Well, yeah, I do relate to that. I lost my job. I didn't even get fired. I just didn't even get any notice. I had to find out from my coordinator that I was left without a job. So it was like, oh my gosh, I've worked all my life, and then suddenly you don't have a job. And it was like, okay. And I was so mad. I was so frustrated. I didn't even get a thank you. Thank you for all your work. Thank you for all your efforts. Nothing. And I was just, I didn't even get a phone call. So I was quite miserable. And I thought, what am I going to do now? And I really enjoyed my work, and I could combine it well with my family life and everything. Only I did have to work on the weekends and vacation time when my kids had vacation, I had to work, so it was a bit hectic, and I did have to schedule everything and look for babysitters and things like that. But yeah, and I did a few job interviews, and I thought, oh my gosh, I had to start, all from scratch, and I didn't have the privileges that I had with my previous job, so I had to do shifts and all that. And I thought, oh, okay, I wasn't up for it. I was in a terrible state. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And the idea of working online, well, it's just like it never even crossed my mind. I didn't even know it existed. It was just like, the ad popped up on my feed, and I didn't even look at the lady. It was just the part that she worked from home. She has kids, and I thought, okay, I'll look into this and see what it's all about. And I just had to do this. I just had to do this for myself. This could be just the answer that I've been looking for all my life, And now I can say that this was just made for me, this is what I needed.
Yeah, I think it's quite scary. I mean, I don't know how old you are, Natasha, but obviously at the time I was 57. so we're not a million miles apart, but
yeah.
Well, we are 10 years, but
yeah.
but I'm 60. But at the time, do you know what scared the most out of me? The fact that I thought to myself, I'm 57. I'm in this state now in the corporate life. 10 years time is my retirement age. What is going to happen to me in 10 years if I stay?
Exactly.
I'm not going to have much of a life left to live and enjoy. How is it going to look? And the other scary bit was walking away from it.
Yeah.
Is this going to work? Is my business going to work? Is this model going to work? But actually, you've got to take a risk in life.
Yeah, true.
Because if you don't, you'll never know.
Exactly. And you have nothing to lose. I mean, when people ask me if the people that are interested, I don't tell them, oh, you don't have, you don't have to quit your job, please don't.
You need that to build your business.
Exactly. I mean, I didn't have a job, so I mean, for me, it was just getting into it, and that's it. But I haven't been back to work ever since. I thought this is going to be my main thing, and this is going to be it for me, and I'm going to make it work. And it's just your own input into it and your own energy, and just go for it.
It is. And at the end of the day, and we all have to realize this, and I say this to many people, it's not a get rich quick scheme. Because if it was, everybody would be doing it. It's a business that you can grow and learn from and push for, and it's worked. It's worked for me and thousands of other people, including you.
Exactly. That was one of the questions I was going to ask you. Why this system? Because there are so many online businesses out there. What made you choose this one?
So the realism for me was, as I said, I didn't know much about the online space. But when I took that leap of faith and signed for that free webinar, when I watched that webinar, I was blown away with the value it gave, the integrity, the people, the stories, you know, just got to me emotionally as well. And I thought, wow, all these people changed their lives. And bearing in mind, when I started my business in 2019, there was 33,000 people within our community. And now, 3 years later, there's 134.
Yeah.
And for me, it was the right time to do it. And the pandemic has proven to many people worldwide that life's worth living more. And to build your own dream. So I'll be honest, I never actually really looked at any other online business because when I saw that webinar, and I didn't just watch it once, Natasha, I watched it a few times. And
me too.
But what was so realistic for me was that it was different people every time.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same person doing it, because then you'd think, oh, is this a bit, you know, it was different people.
You don't know, because we
don't know.
You know, we all started that way. So I thought in the beginning too, after all these stories, I said, this is too good to be true, you know, but I'll watch it anyway, and I'll watch another one.
Yeah. And that's what did it for me. And now, I mean, my big why at the time was my health. It was to get myself better, to live my life, to travel with my husband, to see my grandkids more, to see my kids more fondly. But my why now has changed a bit because I'm doing all of that. And my huge why now is that I'm helping others build their businesses in the online space, and to see the difference in people's lives that it's making is the icing on the cake.
Yeah, exactly. No, my why and my why was because I just wanted to have more time. I thought it was, you know, I spend so much time at work because, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, we get teach to do. You know, you work, you earn money, and that's practically it. But I just wanted to have more time for myself, for my family, and be present, and just I wanted to earn a living from my home, but I didn't know what. I didn't know how. You know, I studied to be a hairdresser because with the idea. I mean, I was 16 when I started my hairdresser career, with the idea to start a salon in my house, so I could be, when I have kids, that I could be near. So the idea has always been there, you know. It just never it just never happens until now. Oh gosh,
it's changed so many lives. Very much so.
Yeah, and it's you know, it's a great feeling because you know, you're talking about your health. I mean, I got sick this beginning of this year. And I didn't have to worry about my financial situation because, you know, the business just keeps running. It just keeps running. So you don't have to worry about that. You know, so many people are in bad situations that, you know, they just have to pay a lot of bills, and they just don't come out.
And the thing is, now it's getting worse, Natasha. People are struggling now and working more hours in their own jobs. And for me, you know, guys, it's prime time to start investing in yourself and work towards that financial freedom and work towards a different lifestyle, because it's not going to get easier out there. So we've got to do something that's going to work for us.
Exactly. And just do it, you know, and don't say you don't have time. We all have 24 hours, you know. People, you have to make the time. You have to make time for something that is important, that will, you know, that will benefit you in the long run.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, that was great, Tina. Is there any advice would you like to give our viewers, the skeptical people out there that are still thinking, hey, what shall I do?
At the end of the day, and I've already said, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's a business. It's not a hobby. No. It's not something that you can pick up and put down. It's something that you work on every single day, but you work in your own time and your own schedule and when you can do it.
Exactly.
But if you wake up every morning with a huge purpose and a huge why that there's got to be something different in this world for you, then this could be it. It might not be, but it could be. So what I would say is take that leap of faith and watch a free webinar. It's free. It's a free workshop that gives you an overview of this business, and then reach out to Natasha with any questions you've got, because she'll be there to answer you as an amazing mentor. And you're never on your own. You'll have a designated coach, a designated mentor that can help you and support you to build this business. And that's really the bottom line. You have to want to change. We can't do it for you. You have to want it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much, Tina. That was fabulous. You said
My
all
pleasure.
the right things. It was perfect. I'm sure you have inspired many people out there watching. I mean, we are people from all over the world. I mean, from all backgrounds, from all ages. I mean, I remember watching the webinar. I'm going to go back to the webinar again. And as you said, you watched it several times. So did I, just to see if there are different people on there. And Deborah was on there. I mean, I always have Deborah in my head, and I think she is just the perfect example that this business can be done by anybody. I mean, Deborah's in her 70s. She's now living her life in Mexico. She moved to Mexico and living her life. I mean, the woman didn't even have Facebook. She didn't even know how to use the internet. And
she's
look
awesome.
at her. Oh my gosh!
If you look at it, we've got a young lady. I think she's 24, Caroline. She's 24 now, but she started when she was 21.
Yeah.
And look at her; she's running this business. That's her life.
Exactly. Yeah.
She's an entrepreneur out there doing it at the age of 24.
Exactly.
Deb's doing it at the age of 77, is she?
Yeah.
You know, and it's all ages. It's all careers. It's people from all walks of life.
Exactly.
Doing what they want to do to live the life that's theirs.
Absolutely. We have our right to do so.
Absolutely. We're only going to go one way, Natasha, so we might as well live it.
That's right. Exactly. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.